How's it going, everybody? Da Vinci, what's up? Hope everybody's having a good day. It's been an up and down one for me, but not too bad. I got some stuff accomplished. Got the grass mowed. What'd you guys accomplish today? Everybody should try to accomplish something every day. Learn something every day. You know, do one thing today that makes tomorrow better than yesterday, right? Um, Mike, what's up? You're at work? You're still at work? All right, put this away. I'm done with it. Forgot to put this table back after I mowed. So, Vince, how's it going? For those that don't know, we are streaming both to YouTube and Twitch now. There shouldn't be any ads on YouTube. I don't know about on the Twitches. Actually, I could probably use this iPad here to pull up like Twitch stuff on. Think. Entertainment. Twitches. Sign in. Maybe. I don't know. Yep. There we go. Log in. And they sent me a code. Bear with me. Martin, what's up? Audio is a bit stuttery. All right, I'll check it out here in a second. Okay. No way. Why am I watching a granny? Interested. Not interested in this channel. Done. Go away. No. What are you doing? Give me a freaking menu. Channel. Stream manager. Skip tutorial. Holy cow. Yeah, it was a crazy deal on the Mark III, dude. How's that going? Said audio's glitching a bit. Settings, audio. It is. Let's do that. Maybe is that better? Audio less glitchy? You gotta let me know. Palms, how's it going? Twitch sucks. Well, I'm on YouTube too, brother. Watch it wherever you want. Leave it up on both, preferably. No, so here's okay. So last stream was the first stream that I was a Twitch affiliate for. Okay. I made $8 off of Twitch on my very first Twitch affiliate stream, $8. Do you know how much my average live stream on YouTube makes? Probably about 8 cents. So, kind of makes sense a little bit to stream to both. Harsh Reality, how's it going? I mean, if you love me, you fire up both, you leave one muted, and you just, you know, watch it on your preferred one. If not, then, you know, maybe I gain some new audience that watches on Twitch that wouldn't watch on YouTube. Whatever the case may be. I can't see it hurting me any at this point. At first, I was really worried that it would kind of split the audience and people, I wouldn't have enough people watching on either to make a difference. But I think at this point, most of you guys love me enough that you just run it on both, if anything. And that's the thing, right? So, I might be building a blaster or something. I can't stream it on YouTube, so, and doing it on Discord and then uploading it was not working at all for many reasons. Yes, I agree, Down Under Maker. I am still learning. I have reached out to some other content creators to help me to be able to like populate chat on screen from both, right? It can be done. I've seen many people do it. I'm going to work on that. Bear with me. This is very new for that kind of combined streaming thing. I'm going to work on it though, I promise. But until then, like, I can show your comment that I'm responding to, right? If I'm responding to a comment, I can show it so people on both sides can see it. Need a hot tub to be successful on Twitch? The best I can do is run a hot bath, sir. We could do that. Split screen on Android with Twitch and YouTube is trippy. I bet. Yeah, if you're on mobile, don't worry about it, brother. Just, you know, do what works best for you. That's part of the reason why I'm doing it, is so people could do what works best for them. Yeah, so new stream schedule. We're going to do Wednesdays at 6 p.m. We're going to do Saturdays at like 5 p.m. I think, because then that would roll over into Luke Digital Dragon stream. Yeah, Phil, I rescheduled the stream yesterday because you and Steve were streaming, and I mean, I get it, you know, but I can't never stream. It is really cool that you guys are working on that. I got to catch quite a bit of it yesterday, which was cool. Looks like the project's coming along. You guys are pretty close to being done, aren't you? For those that don't know, Phil, Down Under Maker, survivor of numerous koala attacks, has been building Index with Steve Builds over on Steve's channel. Phil's trying to hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to him, make sure you go check out his channel. Phil's an awesome guy. It might push plastic later. Nice, nice. Steven says he's omnipresent. I see you on both YouTube and Twitch, brother. I appreciate you. How you been? Did you have the day off today? Tinkering Techie says, YouTube doesn't give me annoying ads, but Twitch gives you more money for views. So you'll do both. Perfect. Love you. Appreciate you. So I could make more money on YouTube if I wanted by turning on ads during live streams. I've accidentally left them on a few times, and I am sorry. I do not mean to. I purposely turn off ads on YouTube for live streams, and then try to remember to turn them back on after I'm done for people watching the VOD. Do I always remember? Absolutely not. Does it really make a whole lot of difference? Nope. Let's see. YouTube Studios. I'm going to go over here, create your live. It's me. Trying to see. Okay, I've already set all the 10 free memberships for the month. Yeah, you don't make much money. The only video I've really had make any money, like at all, is the video with the Trident R2. Now, this is annoying. I ordered all the screws for this. I don't know where they are. Wonder if they are screws that I put away. All right. So we've got some bushing. It's in your home. So we're building a FRAKS for those that don't know. Pathetic Puma was kind enough to hook us up with some engraved 1515 extrusion. It's got like circuit board pattern on it. Pathetic Puma owns Focal Point Engraving, for those that don't know. Does awesome work. He had these, it was actually his personal FRAKS that he happened to have on display at Murph, and I was admiring it, telling him how much I liked it, and he's like, well, come by at the end of the show, and you can have it and make some content on it. So that we're doing different though. I found this, it's a wall mount. This is going to go over on the other workbench. It's going to mount to the wall. Replacing my, what's it called? My stealth press for the moment with this. I might pick up a soldering iron to stick in the stealth press 0 again later. But for now, I think this will do it. Phil needs to change his channel to Phil Underrated. Yeah. Yeah, I self-sourced all the stuff for this one. If first you don't succeed, grab a bigger hammer. Spacer above the sleeve, no. But this definitely needs to go down lower. Maybe it's supposed to have a printed spacer above that wall mount. I don't know. We'll find out. Seems right. Phil, I can neither confirm nor deny that that might also be a problem here. Okay? Okay, all I'm going to say is blink twice if you need help, right? Lovely. Love it. All right. We're going to go with 2 washers. You can put a thrust bearing in here. Not really a whole lot of need for it, though. Oh, yeah. Some good black in there. Let's see. Okay, this one takes a magnet. And this one takes a magnet. Okay, so we've got our 2 that take magnets. Let's figure out what size screw we need for this. Okay. 10 or 12 ought to do it, I suppose. All right. Destroy driver. So, like I said, Pathetic Puma was kind enough to hook us up with these here parts. Nuts. Get a little nutty, shall we? Get a little nutty. All right. We're going to need some of these here. Ooh. What kind of... It's got a weird pattern on the end of this. It is meant to take M3 nuts for some reason. That's freaking sick. I've never seen 1515 extrusion like this. All right. There we go. There's one. Yeah. Have you guys seen 1515 extrusion with that kind of profile? Where it just holds the nuts perfect? You don't need any holders or anything like that? 'Cause I have it. We need some magnets. The Seaboard V0 you built was like that? That was pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie. Foreign bought salad fork was like that as well. Yeah, that's pretty slick. The foreign bought Micron I built was not like that. And neither was the LDO V0 I built. But I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's get a little bit of glue. That's more than a little bit. Put these together, slide that apart, push that in, get a paper towel to clean up my mess. Because good Lord, did I just make a mess. I'm gonna have paper towel stuck to my hands. So, what do you guys make for dinner? I took Daughter wanted barbecue chicken sandwiches, so I grilled up some chicken breasts on the grill. And then shredded the chicken. Then everybody can put whatever kind of barbecue sauce they want on it, put it on their hamburger bun. Also, update. The 31K for Jake. I have everything printed but the black parts. I'm waiting on some black PLA to show up from the Amazons. And I'll get that printed and probably shipped off next week. So Jake, if you're watching, your whatchamacallit will be on the way very soon. All right, let's get the other one of these built. Barbecue chopped beef, baked potatoes. Oh, dude, this sounds so good. I haven't had like real barbecue beef since I was a kid. Mom used to make roast, but she would use a round roast, and then she would take and the next day we had like a lunch meat slicer. I can't remember where we got that thing from, but she would take and slice up the leftover roast beef, put it in a frying pan with some barbecue sauce, and cook it down a little bit. It was so good. So good. All right, so this one's going to go in here, like so. I guess I should probably measure this, right? Figure out what size I need for this. What size do we need? 5 by 30s. Yeah, I missed that. Sounds so good. Corned beef hash, eggs, and hash browns. Dude, so good. The girls won't ever eat that kind of stuff, though. Aria used to be a little bit of an adventurous eater, but less so now. Alexa's never been an adventurous eater, and neither has her mom. They won't try anything new. I kind of got to walk them slowly towards it. Oh, brisket? Dude, what are you doing to me? What are you doing? LTX, what's up, brother? You can't be over here talking about barbecue beef with brisket. What is going on? Why aren't you inviting me to dinners? I've got that smoker, got last year. And I've wanted to make a brisket. I actually found a really killer deal at the end of last season. For one, and it would have been like $30 for a whole brisket. Let Those things are fucking ridiculously expensive, right? Normally it was like, you know, $90 and it was marked down. But brisket's one of those things where, like, you can't just, I couldn't have taken it home, cut it up, and like split it up to do a couple different meals. It's kind of one of those things you got to do all at once, and we're not going to eat, you know, 10-pound brisket by ourselves. So it'd be something I needed like an event for. Well, anyway, all right, let's see. We need some things here. Okay, we need this is so a 20. We need 4 M3 by 20s. Two, three, 4. Okay, nothing goes on the insides of these, the inside ones. Nothing go on those. So we just need to like put our nuts in here. Two, and this goes on here. All right. Note to self. Next one, assemble before I put the screw in. North of Houston. It's a little far for me, but LTX will probably get down there to have some brisket with you. Texas brisket might as well be leather. Yeah, I don't know. I've not gotten a chance to cook one. I've not gotten a chance to cook one. But I am getting better. Every time I use the smoker, I am getting better. Learning every time. I'm really good on the grill. Really good in the kitchen, but you know, everything's a skill. Trial and error. Try to learn from the wisdom of others. North Carolina briskets to go, wet, not dry. See, maybe this is what we should do, okay? We do the maker meetups. There's one happening here on the 15th and the 16th. If you're interested in coming, shoot me a DM, let me know. We'll get it worked out. But maybe we do a maker meetup where everybody does barbecue or brisket or something, and it's a cook-off. The Maker Meetup cook-off. What do we think, guys? We could do ribs, we could do barbecue chicken, we could do brisket. That's a brisket roast. I will say my favorite brisket ever. There was a little shop out in Raymond when I was working at Honda. It was on the way. The dad was from New York. The son had grown up with his mother in Texas. And then somehow they both wound up in little town of Raymond, Ohio. Population like 10. His brisket was, oh my God, so good. So good. Stop in there before work at Honda quite often and either get a pizza or a brisket sandwich. All right, now let me ask you. If we're doing like, you know, stuff, is it are we putting a sauce on it, or are we doing a dry rub? What are we doing? Dry rub only, or do we add sauce? What's you guys' opinions? Yes, yes, Stephen, your attendance is mandatory. Like it or not, you've been adopted as Uncle Stephen. I don't know what to tell you. You've met the girls. You know better than to argue with them. Smoking or not smoking? Okay. I generally have always done grilled stuff. Brisket is one of those things that you kind of got to smoke. But like chicken, ribs, that kind of stuff, I generally always had grilled stuff. The smoked stuff is kind of something new to me. Like I said, the smoker, I got a little over a year ago. I got it last summer. So I'm still learning it. I was having a tendency of cooking some stuff too long, I think. Smoking, dry rub, grilling, sauce all the way. That sounds reasonable. That sounds reasonable. All right. There we go. North Carolina has a lot of mom and pop shops. That had the best barbecue when we lived there. There was a place called Backyard Barbecue in Durham, was the best. Okay, the best barbecue I've ever had in my life has always come by from some guy that had a trailer grill, and he had set up on the side of the road somewhere. Always the best food. Always. Be that seafood, be that barbecue, didn't matter. If it was coming from some guy that looked shady as shit selling food out of off a grill on the side of the road. It's the best food you'll ever have in your life. JPP, what's up, brother? Long time no see. So, when I smoke chicken, I still put sauce on it. At the very end, I'll put some sauce on it, give it a few minutes, and then take it off. Just enough to kind of like glaze the sauce over. But I like sauce on my my chicken. I don't know what to say. Tinkering Techie agrees that the mom and pop hole in the wall places are the best. Are you trying to tell me I'm doing this wrong, Steven? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Or are you trying to tell me I should follow instructions? You're probably right, but we're going to do it without it anyway. Let's see. Let's install our pieces that go on the sides. There's one. Yeah, yeah. Yep, that makes sense. Just offer sauces to people that want it. But if you're cooking for yourself, you get to make that decision, right? Like if you're cooking for a group, then yeah, you just kind of put an assortment of sauces out and people can put it on as they want it. It's kind of how we're doing the shredded chicken. I grilled it and then shredded it, and then people can put whatever sauce they want on it. Yep. Bum, 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 ba, la, la, la. What's you guys' favorite sides with barbecue, though? We're doing, I think, potato salad is what I think we've settled on for tonight. I cooked everything, but it got done right before it was time to stream, so the old lady's got to run over to the store to get buns because we were out of buns. We had some sloppy Joe earlier this week, which I know is a dish that causes great divide amongst the community. But no, I appreciate it. Okay, what's Amish style slaw? Because I don't think I've ever had any coleslaw that was called Amish style. So I'm just curious. I may have had it, but not knowing that's what folks called it or whatnot. personally, I like vinegar-based coleslaws, but you don't see them very often. I think it's mainly because I love vinegar. Yeah, Amish potato salad. It's kind of my general go-to for potato salad. I do also like potato salad with chopped up bits of pickle in it. Like sweet bread and butter pickles chopped up in it. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about then. Also might be done with like a little bit more red cabbage. All right, let's see. Oh, you know it tastes good. What's not to love about that, man? In regards to Steven's comment, is what I'm talking about. Some Pex peppers, jalapeno on barbecue. When I was dating my wife, we went to her parents for Christmas in South Dakota. One night they said they are making barbecue for dinner. Imagine my great disappointment when they served sloppy joes. Oh no! I'm sorry. Oh shit. First week in North Carolina, I was taught to eat proper North Carolina barbecue with slaw. Yeah. I didn't like coleslaw when I was a kid, but I love coleslaw now. But holy cow, can some people make some terrible fucking coleslaw? Killer Prince, what's up, brother? How you been? Hope things are going well. Palms wants to know if you're still married to her. When you say barbecue, I have 3 requirements. 1, using a whole cut of meat. 2, cook slowly for a long time. 3, cooked over a burning fuel source. Yeah, that's about it. Now, I will say that if you go back 20 years plus, there was no real difference. Barbecue and grilling was kind of interchangeable terms. it wasn't until the great divide of, oh, barbecuing is this and grilling is that, never was really an issue until recently. Killer Prince getting unpacked. Yeah, I saw your short about the printer, man. That sucks. So if you haven't seen Killer Prince, moved, and in the move, one of his printers was damaged. And it is one that I think you had laser engraved by Pathetic Puma, the same as like this FRAKS kit. And it's beautiful, beautiful, and the frame is just. It looks like probably your blind joints, the screw pulled through all the way or part way on those blind joints, and probably hose those extrusions. You might be able to rotate them all 90 degrees and be okay, but you're going to have damage showing on the outside. That sucks. No, I'm not. Gergman, you got to remember, I didn't move to Ohio until 2011. Before that, I lived in Jersey. But I promise you, if you go back and people were grilling, they were calling it barbecue, right? It pretty much, it didn't matter if you were cooking outside on a grill or a smoker or whatever it was. They just called it barbecue. Didn't matter. Didn't matter at all, right? And shit, you'll go to restaurants today and you'll get something that's grilled and they'll call it barbecue. Now this I'll grant you. Yeah, if it's cooked in a crock pot, that is not barbecue. Oh, so the threads in the tap threads in the end of the extrusion pulled? I would have figured that where the head of the screw is in your blind joint would have been the part that kind of deformed the inside of the extrusion well before it pulled out of the threads. It was BBQing. Yeah. Barbecue in the South isn't a means to cook meat, it's a means to an end. Yes. Oh, you haven't disassembled it yet? Well, I'll be looking forward to some sort of update. When did you say you were planning on picking streaming back up? Because you were going to take a little while off, right? Let's see. We're going to need heat sets for this. We are going to need heat sets. And today, early August. Okay. So we don't have to wait too much longer. For some reason, I had it in my head October, but I was like, that doesn't seem right. If it was October, I'd start to feel like Dad went to get milk and cigarettes over here. Still finding streaming equipment? I bet. I know what a fiasco it was to unpack when we moved here from, you know, technically still in the same town, just on the city limits. It was like, you know, 15 minutes away to move here, and yeah. We had got, it was like a 20-foot long trailer, enclosed trailer, like a shipping container, basically, a 20-foot shipping container, and just filled it up, and then they came, picked it up, and dropped it off here, and then I had it here for a month, and just every day after work, I would just grab a couple boxes, bring it in, unpack it, put it away where it belonged, and that's how I handled that. And I had it over there for shit. I ended up having to pay for like 3 months in total for the shipping container, because it took so long. They had an issue with a lien on the house that they had to take care of that nobody knew existed, and so it took a while to get the lien taken off so that they could sell the place. So I had it over there for a little over 2 months, and just, you know, every day pack up some stuff. Oh, we're not going to need this. We'll pack this up and put it in there, and then brought it over here. And I can't remember what the size was. 26 feet sounds about right. When I moved from New Jersey to Ohio, I had the largest U-Haul they made with a car trailer behind it that I moved all my stuff from New Jersey to Ohio. You've since introduced them to real North Carolina barbecue places. Now she knows to make sure to use the name Sloppy Joe around me when discussing that particular meal. Spreading the gospel of barbecue. Barbecue wars are a real thing where I work. A remote office in North Carolina, but headquarters is located right outside Kansas City. That just means they take me to really good places of their style. Yeah, so that's the thing. There's a lot of different barbecue styles, a lot of different grilling styles across the country, and they all have their merits. I'm not going to say one is better than the other. I enjoy them all. I'm a fat guy. I enjoy food. What can I say? Yep, just like 26 is the largest car trailer. It was fun, yeah. I only had, 600 miles, but yeah. Yeah, moving is a thing. So, did you do that in, that's doable in 2 days, but I would think 3 days for that drive would be more comfortable. How long did you guys take to make that drive? My U-Haul rental for a week and a half was, I think, 800, I want to say. It was either 600 or 800. And then the car dolly was like 60 bucks or something. Took 4 days to make the drive, 7 hours per day driving. That's not terrible. Your drive was 1,700 miles. And you moved Howie to your town, had 2 U-Haul truckloads, and this was pre-3D printing days. Yeah. It would, I don't know what it would take to move here. 3,300 for the truck rental and trailer, about 1,000 fuel. When I made the drive out here, gas was fortunately under $2 a gallon, so, you know, better. Allentown, PA to Clearwater, Florida. I know Allentown very well, and I know Clearwater quite well. Yeah, 2 days is what I normally take to get down to Clearwater too. It's like 1,600 miles or something like that. Or no, was it 12? Was it 1,200 miles? I can't remember. It's 16 hours. That's what it is. It's 16 hours. And we split it up over 2 days. You know what's really going to bother me? I've got these. Oh, no, I don't. I do have them on the same side. I was about to say I have these screws on, screw heads on opposite sides, but I don't. All right. Let's get some heat sets. 2,600 for the truck and tow dolly, and 1,600 in gas and diesel. Whew. I said mine was long enough ago that I can't remember how much we spent in fuel, but it wasn't an atrocious amount because, like I said, gas was under $2 a gallon. That was 2006. Yeah, mine was 2011. My move from Jersey to Ohio. I told the old lady when, with everything going crazy here, and with us when we were dealing with, you know, not getting paid for almost 4 months, I was like, if it gets to the point where we have to just, you know, cut our losses, list the house, I was like, we're just going to take the money and we're just going to pack shit up and we're just going to Florida. We'll start over again there. If I'm going to start over again from nothing, I'm going to start over again from nothing in Florida. Later in Tinkering Techie. Have a good one, man. John Doe, how's it going? How's it going? Let's see if I got enough heat sets up here. Oh, yeah. All right, so what do we got for... We're going to need a heat set here. And we're going to need a heat set up here. We'll use my other FRAKS to install the heat sets for this FRAKS. Got tired of the snow. Yeah, Allentown's a nice area, but it's an area that can struggle economically for sure. You have to build your FRAKS soon. FRAKS of a feather flock together. Oh, shit. Nice. Yeah, today was a beautiful day here. It's only 69 degrees outside right now. It was a great day to mow the grass. Heathen, what's up, brother? How you been? All right. Let's get this. If I use these, will they stick up? No. Perfect. Just need to get a different driver. 40C. That seems awfully hot. Let's see, 40 times 1.8. So 48, 40, 56, 64, 72 plus 32. 104 degrees. Are we sure? Are you in the middle of a wildfire? Did you finally do it? Did you finally buy an Orange Storm Giga and move inside of the Orange Storm Giga? Hey, how is it 40? How's it 40 degrees in Vancouver? Gladly do that. Nice. Oh, God. All right, let's. Oh yeah, he said he was going to see the Odyssey. I'm crazy jealous. I want to go see that movie myself. Super glad you stopped by, though. We'll show the comment for those over on the Twitches. No AC for you. If you had a gig, it might be a different story. I don't know, man. Is it common up there for places not to have air conditioning? Bob, how's it going? AC's for rich people? I don't know. This is the first place that I've ever lived that has had central air. Growing up, we didn't have air conditioning at all. Trying to think. Yeah, before this place, any place I lived in, if I wanted air conditioning, I had to install a window unit. He said half the people loved it and half said it was weird. Yeah, I imagine a lot of that's going to come down to probably how much you knew about the Odyssey going into the movie theater. Yeah, that was rough. Now, there's a difference between having no AC and having no AC and no windows. Because not having like even a window to open in that hotel room was hell. Basement stays at 65. See, my basement often finds itself being a swimming pool. So that keeps it really cool. You know, when you go down there and it's a swimming pool, you're set. You're not going to have to worry about being hot at all. Wasn't a bad movie. That's good. No spoilers on the Odyssey. Brother, a story's like 2,500 years old. What do you mean no spoilers? Yeah, the Heathen had electric all weekend. The only reason not have AC is because you don't have electricity. That's not true. There's a lot of places in the world where it's just like down in like tropical areas. Oftentimes there's no heat, right? They don't have a furnace or whatnot in their house. And it's because it doesn't normally get cold enough to need it. Same way, like if your climate and the outside temperature rarely ever gets above 80, what do you need an air conditioner for? The movie's been done before. The movie with a metal owl flying around. 80s, a heat wave for England, yeah. Yeah, the climate's been weird here, right? So it seems like the weather that used to be April has moved to the end of May, beginning of June, right? It seems like it's later. Everything's shifted by a few months almost, right? So like last year, it was like 70 some degrees on Halloween, all right? And yes, there's been some years where it's been bitterly cold at Halloween, but on average, it seems like the seasons have shifted by like 6 to 8 weeks. Got your 31K kit, awesome. It's a fun build. I'm looking forward to the black PLA showing up tomorrow so that I can finish printing out Jake's and get that built. Because they're fun, man. They're a little nerve-wracking at one point, okay? If you've never built one, I won't spoil it for you, okay? No spoilers. No spoilers. We're going to let him find the fun on his own. Yeah, I know. It seems like it's taking a little longer to warm up here. And it's staying warmer later into the year. Bet we could probably get away with 12s on this. Also, it sounds like Zip is back. I just want everybody to know that. She went with her grandmother today. Like they went to Bob Evans this morning. And Grandma took her out to get some school clothes. And then went back to Grandma's house for a little bit. I can tell she is back because it is no longer quiet in the house. You'll have goggles on. Yeah. I advise more than just safety squints. Ask me how I know. You ordered the Lynx? Yeah, that's one that I love the look of the Lynx, man. That is such a nice looking blaster. The one that Cap's son got from Silver Fox at Rocky Mountain was freaking sick too. Starts with an N, I think. I can't remember the name of it. So how do I know? Because set a 5-foot section of 3/4 inch CPVC almost through my ceiling. All right. There's too many variations of the links. You try to build them all. Yeah, the 31K is, you build it and you do not expect the kind of performance that that thing has out of something that size. Now, it's not like a super tiny thing, but yeah, you're not expecting what you get out of that for sure. Did Rick show up? I didn't see him. Da, 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 da. All right. I was saying that I got most of your blaster printed, and that which we'll call it the black PLA to finish it should be here mañana. All right, there's one spring attached. It's gonna be easier if I'm using like an actual driver or something. All right. Let's see. Going to lower this down more. There's one spring. And there's two springs. There. This will probably do better once there's a weight attached to it. We need a few more. I don't know which soldering iron is going on the front of this, so until so now that I'm like halfway through this, I think I might just go ahead and grab another soldering iron off of Amazon. They're like $10. And then rather than taking my stealth press apart, if anyone's unaware, build a set of 31K, the Helsing blasters. Why? Because the first one was easy enough and the second one bit me. I could build a few compacts, but no thank you. You shot your own hand, sir. That is not the blaster's fault. Been unloading the old house and moving what you can into the new one. Yeah, it's got to be a hard one, man. It's got to be an emotional journey, too. For those that don't know, Rick had a house fire. So he's dealing with getting a new place and moving and all that kind of stuff. All right, so for those that don't know, there's a little mounting plate goes right here on the front, and that holds your various soldering irons. I was going to take the one off of the whatchamacallit, but I think I'm just going to hold off and order another one. Soldering iron is like $8 on Amazon, right? It's not horribly expensive. Maker Viking, what's up, bud? How are you? Putting a spring in the second one, use an old metal pipe. It used to be part of the kid's table, 15 feet, barely missed the PS1, the P1S door. Holy shit, dude. Nice, man. You got some serious projects going. You got Tinker Atlas. Tech Jeepers got, is it Makers on Stream or makeronstream.app? Check that one out. I've got my streams listed on there. Others are putting their stuff up there, and it's kind of like a TV guide for who's on when for streaming stuff. Yeah, once I get the soldering iron on, I can adjust these up and down to adjust the tension on this so that it's kind of like neutrally buoyant. And then I've got this so that I can mount it to the wall over here. And then that's going to be nice. Again, extrusions were provided by Pathetic Puma over at Focal Point Engraving. Check him out. He does really good work and makes some really cool frames. Custom laser engraving for a lot of stuff. I'm doing pretty good, man. I am trying to get back into the rhythm of things. The plan is I have set up a streaming schedule. So, did you get the streaming calendar set up on your on Tinker Atlas? I'll have to set that up too. There's Pathetic Puma. There's the man. We're building your FRAKS that you hooked me up with, man. This thing turned out awesome. Yeah. I was going to take apart the stealth press that I have over there, but I think I'm going to leave that together as kind of like a mobile setup. And then this is going to mount to the wall over on the other workbench. So I'm going to go ahead and order another soldering iron rather than stealing the one off the stealth press. Dude, it's good to hear that business is doing well then. You doing anything exciting? Anything new? Oh yeah, I love the stealth press. I've got a big one here on this workbench. And this one's going to go over on the other workbench. Because I'm a spoiled YouTuber, I guess. I don't know. Milling 18 millimeter acrylic. What are you doing 18 millimeter acrylic for, sir? I want to know. Inquiring minds need to know. What's the difference between FRAKS and stealth press? Okay, so let me show you. So I have a stealth press 0. Your shop looks like an artificial snow factory. Side lit acrylic logos that go into the bellies of slot machines. Nice. Sounds like a nice little gig. Okay, so here's a stealth press. All right, I'd show you on the other camera, but my third camera died. All right, I'll try it. Is it working? It is working. Look at that. All right, so here's a stealth press. You got your part, and it just goes straight down. All right, the regular stealth press is a little taller. Okay, and then the idea is you put this on your bench, you move it to wherever you're working on. Boom, boom, boom. All right, but you're basically bringing your part to this. Okay, and then back here is FRAKS that I have set up on the workbench, and it goes wherever you need it to. All right, and then the idea is it's kind of neutrally buoyant. So heat set, lift, heat set. All right, and then just tuck it away when you don't need it. It's always there. This one, all right, once I have the soldering iron on there, I'll adjust the springs so that it's kind of neutrally buoyant. I know that this is fuzzy. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. Focus. But it'll be mounted on the wall over on the other workbench, and it'll do its thing. And like I said, cool like PCB design on the extrusions. Pathetic Puma, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate you. If you'd like to support the channel, you could consider becoming a member on YouTube, subscriber on Twitch, whichever one tickles your fancy. Pathetic Puma, thank you for the gifted memberships. Steven Marchado, Mad Al, RS Makes, Zybertech, MTB Matt, Hoy Lee Toy, Sean Colley, Joel, Nicholas, TTUC. Welcome to the Garage Crew, everyone. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, that's the FRAKS. I need to go over here. Studio. Live. Customize. There. There we go. Yeah. So, yeah. If there's not a lot of things that I will tell people that they should really invest their money into. You know, we are the poor financial decisions made in Dad's Garage, right? But really, one of the best financial decisions I can tell you to make is if you are building or plan to build stuff that requires a lot of heat sets, get yourself a FRAKS, or even a stealth press. But honestly, for the cost difference, it's like a $20 cost difference between the two. You're looking at like $40 versus like 50 bucks, 50 to 60, depending on what size you get for the FRAKS. Grab yourself the FRAKS. We can do it. We can do a giveaway. Who wants to do a giveaway? Who wants to do a giveaway from Focal Point Engraving for a FRAKS kit? If you want to do a giveaway for a FRAKS kit, I need you to type "thank you" at Pathetic Puma in chat. John Doe says, "Let's go." I got to get a thank you at Pathetic Puma in chat. We got 2, 3, 4. I will go over here to the Googles and set up a form. That's right. Blank form. U.S. only. Pathetic Puma, I assume, or what's the geographic restrictions, if any? Cybertech, how's it going? Let's email. All right, let's publish. Copy the link. All right, there's the giveaway form. I should post it to both YouTube and Twitch. Yes, there we go. So we'll hang out for a bit, give everybody a chance to fill out that form. I'm gonna say it's US only, just because I don't know, and international shipping is expensive. So I don't want to, like, without getting a confirmation that he's okay with international shipping, I do not want to do that to the man. For our international viewers, I hope you understand, Maker Viking, Heathen. You know who else is international? But that is tremendously generous. Yeah, international shipping is crazy. I would wager a bet that shipping would be multiples of what the kit's actual cost would be. I know when I tried to send one package international, we've talked about it, it was ridiculous. Trying to send a tiny little box to Australia for 40 bucks. Insane. So, what's everybody up to? Oh, yes, I was talking about the streaming schedule. We're going to try to do printer projects on Wednesday. I know today wasn't a printer project, but the stream schedule idea came about after the promise to do the FRAKS kit today. So, then Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern will be the Makers Making podcast. And then Saturday evenings at 5 will be random projects. It might be blasters. It might be more printer builds. Whatever I feel like doing that day. It's going to help motivate me to get a couple different things done, right? It's going to motivate me to get some more work done on the Stealth Changer. It's going to motivate me to actually do the streams because God knows for the last few weeks, I haven't. YouTube has really spanked me for that. Holy shit, has YouTube spanked me for not publishing videos. Good Lord. I'm getting less than 100 views on a short. Damn. Yeah, Saturdays might just be hang out and chill. Saturdays is just going to be random projects. Whatever it is, you know, I could be painting miniatures that Heathen designs. Who knows? Who knows? It's going to be something. We're going to do some sort of stream. What it'll be, I make no promises. An articulated, a robotic arm. Yeah, I know another guy that needs to finish a robotic arm too. Yeah. I forgot. I've got audience on both sides, and you guys can't see each other's. There's going to be more blaster stuff. I've got more blasters to build. I got 3 Ontos to build and a video to make with them. I've got a Talon Claw, so old school, to build. And then I've got some parts for some other cool blasters. Whoosh, I think I'm saying that right. And a few others. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the other parts yet, but we're going to do something with them. It's hard to make up your mind when you know you can't get more of the stuff. So it's like, these are, I've got to make the right choice, you know? Analysis paralysis, I guess. We only have 9 entrants for the giveaway. Come on, y'all. I know you're out there. Let me find. Let's do this. Somewhere in here. Let me pin this stuff. Don't need to pin it on Twitch because it is the last comment, but we'll pin it over here on YouTube. Click the giveaway link, fill out the form, enter for FRAKS kit from Pathetic Puma. We're going to start a countdown. We're gonna do the drawing at 8 o'clock. Okay, so you've got 5 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that, to enter. No, don't do. No, don't do that. That would be wrong to do. I forgot Steve is streaming right now. His index build with Down Under Maker. But it is better odds than a Steve build stream, right? And let's be honest, the FRAKS kit is way cooler than a spool of filament. Not as many 1, 2, 3s. No, there's none. You've either entered or you've not. We've got 12 entrants so far. See Lisa over there holding down the fort, entering. This is Brad is off watching a movie. He's missing out. He's missing out. How funny would it be if Lisa has a FRAKS, is over there building a FRAKS, and Brad's just like sad face. You want to spool on his stream once? So I didn't win anything for the longest time on any giveaways. And I'm not mad about it. But then all of a sudden, Saturday, I got a message that I had won on Polymaker's Discord. And then I won later that day on Lee Marie 3D stream. And then like 2 days later on David's stream, I won. And like, this is just my lucky week, I guess. Just a drop in the bucket on his stream. Yeah. But his stream is fun. It's nice to hang out with. There's some people that over there that I only get to chat with on his stream. Yeah, it could be the first thing Lisa prints on her printer once Brad finishes it. She'll be over there like, I need you to finish my NG so I can print my FRAKS. Sounds like Petty Ruxpin. Yeah. I haven't seen that guy's name pop up in a giveaway in a while, though. I haven't seen him in chat in a while. Has anybody seen him in chat? I haven't seen him. Who says it wouldn't be my first build? What else have you built, Lisa? All right, it's 8 o'clock. Let me see. We're going to go ahead and close this. Save. Create a spreadsheet. Let's go over here. Joshua Blocker, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate you. All right. Got everybody's name. Go over here to Wheel of Names. All right, we're gonna have to pull this down here. Pull that up there. Let's close these ads. Make this full screen. Delete everybody from there. Enter in everybody's new name. There's our contestants for today. Nothing. That is why it would be your first build. Well, it's a good first build. Enable you to build everything else after. All right. You know the drill. We need numbers in chat. Why do we need numbers in chat? Because of the you know, the analytics on stuff, go ahead and give me some numbers in chat for how many times we should shuffle. We got 6. Come on, I know you're there. Maker Viking surely is in the U.S. Oh, love it. Verbal Shadow. Thought you were sub? Well, what do we got? We got 7, lots of 7s from Cybertech, 8, 14 from Vince, 7. Cybertech's really on the 7. 13's from Shrimp Father, 7 from John Doe. Okay. We'll go ahead and go with the 7. Ready? Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And spin. Dun, 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 dun. Looks like it's a John Doe. Congratulations, sir. You've got yourself a FRAKS kit. I will send your email off to Pathetic Puma, and he will reach out to you and get stuff all sorted out with you. It asks for username. No. It's all usernames on there. I only have the information you give. You still call down my name on stream. It just says Verbal Shadow for me. I don't understand what you're trying to say, man. Oh, you were the sub. Okay. Yeah, all I've got is just the information that it gives me. That could be a YouTube glitch, I'm assuming. I do apologize. I just have the information it gives me, man. Bring this back down here. But I do appreciate the sub, very much so. goes a long way towards supporting the channel and making these things possible. I don't make a ton of money off of this. Everything I make goes back into making projects possible and stuff. But anyway, guys, I think we are going to call it there. Thank you, everybody who hung out and watched tonight. Appreciate it. Captain's going to be on in 22 minutes. It's going to automatically redirect you over there. You can, of course, go check out Steve and Phil streaming index install on Core 1 over on Steve Build's channel. We'll be back Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the Makers Making Podcast. If you haven't checked out the Makers Making Podcast, if you watch nothing else on the channel, you should probably watch that one. It's just fun. You guys, have a great day. Have a great rest of your evening. I'm going to go get some barbecue chicken sandwich. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.